Let's get a quick take on this last one. The U.S. Supreme Court this week declined to hear the lawsuit that Oklahoma and Nebraska have brought against Colorado's marijuana laws. Oklahoma Attorney General Scott Pruitt reiterated that Colorado pot continues to flow into their state, violating federal and state laws, and needs to be addressed. Penn, is this the end of the saga between Oklahoma, Nebraska, and Colorado when it comes to marijuana laws?
It's not the end of the saga, but it probably is the end of the saga with the U.S. Supreme Court, because the court was very clear. In a one-sentence decision, they simply said no bill of complaint can be filed, period, end of story. And some of the critics of the decision are saying that disputes between the states, the U.S. Supreme Court has original jurisdiction. That's where those disputes go. But what the Supreme Court decided with this opinion is that we may be the place that the controversies come, but we don't have to take them all. And if we decide this is one we don't want to take, we're not taking it, and it's over. So it's a victory for Colorado, it's a victory for Oregon, it's a victory for Washington and other states that have either recreational and or medicinal. And I still suspect that the complaining states may find other ways to take out their anger with Colorado.
John, did this clear up anything for the marijuana industry in Colorado?
Well, what it did really was, as Penn said, it told the state that, it told those states, Oklahoma and Nebraska, that the White House and that Colorado and Colorado voters have the right idea. If you're really concerned about all of this, legalize it, make some tax money, and get your states back into a positive kind of cash flow situation. That would be my suggestion.
Patty, do you think Oklahoma and Nebraska will be buoyed by John's advice?
No, I think they will be stopping every single car with Colorado plates coming through just to work out some aggressions. We, however, have two projects in the works, and I enlist anyone here. One, we're going to get together and drive to Nebraska and see how many of us are stopped. Wear your gun, you know, your Rastafarian braids, put some pot leaves on the back of your car, and we'll see what happens. The other thing is rewriting the score to Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, where the pot comes sweeping down the plain, we're all about it. So we'll perform it here as a fundraiser.
That would be fantastic. Craig, wrap it up for us. Is the legal fight between Oklahoma, Nebraska, and Colorado over?
No, not completely, but the big one. Because what a trial that would have been. Where would it have been held? Who would have been the judges? It all would have had to be defined. So, you know, as a legal analyst, it would have been fascinating. But Clarence Thomas and Sam Alito were the only justices who said, we want to hear this case. And I do think it was political, and it just shows how far we've come. And I think if you look at the Republican candidates remaining, Trump and Cruz have said Colorado can do its thing on marijuana. So look at the new world of 2016.